Hey guys, check out this one. Time to polish. So here we are with a pivot table. We know that because when we click inside our pivot table, we get our contextual tabs, design and pivot table, analyze. We click outside of it, they disappear. Likewise up here, we've got some slicers. Again, contextual tab, we click outside of it, it disappears. In the same way, we can do with our tables and pivot tables. We can go into our design and we can remove essentially what makes a table looks like a table, those colored rows. Likewise, if we want to do the same with our slicers, we can also do that. At least some of us can. So now today, let me help you be in that view. How you place it on your table would be important, of course. Here we have our sidebar, allows us to go down and up. But if we shape it properly, we still have more. We're going to cover that heading for a little bit and extend it until we can see all. There we go. So that's all of our options. So we no longer have a sidebar. Good. But we also now have this header right here. So what do we do? Let's remove that as well. Why don't we? Here's the image. Let me slide that to the right. I'm actually thinking, click on the side here. I'm actually thinking, let me go to my slicers, change the columns to 6. Yeah, we're gonna make that a little wider. I'm liking that a little more. All right. And if you don't know, let me show you that. Here's where you can change your columns. So I can take it down to 3, and it'll spread 3 columns across, or you can make it 6 and stretch it as far as you want. So we're gonna do 6 for this one. Let's tighten that up so it fits right in here, right at the top, right there. Excellent. Now we're gonna remove this header. How do we do that, Jay? Great question. Put that image right back here. Well, simply we click inside of our slicers, go to our slicer tab, slicer settings. Yep, it's been here all along. We usually go over here and we deal with our columns and our heights and we selection pane. And some of us even go as far as to coming over here and giving it a style. But that's pretty much where we stop. But if you go all the way to the left, we're going to see slicer settings. You're going to click on that and right here, yep, it's been here all along, display header. We're going to deselect that, hit OK, and our header is gone. So now we can tell you that a little more. Look at that. So now we've just got buttons. It looks super, super cool. And if we had to put a line, let's get that looking how we want it. Right on the top. Right there. Looking super cool. All right. So remember what we started with. We're going to use our undo drop down. Remember that one from one of my last videos? We're going to use our undo drop down, another super cool feature. You use the drop down. We're going to go through all the steps that we would have done. We would have done all of those actions. We can actually go back to the beginning. Look at that. All right, so we're going to go here, move object, click on that, and we've got it. We could have undo, 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 and click and click and click. But we know we have a drop down for our redo as well. We can redo the steps or we can go back to the steps in our undo that we wanted. So this is what we started with, remember? And that is what we ended with. Let's do a redo. Remember, this is what we started with. We started with the sidebar. We can go up and down. We started with the filters, right? But if we do what we did just now, this is what we end with. How cool is that? All right, so practice your settings. All right, every time you get a contextual tab, use every group. And that is how you can tidy up both your tables and your slicers. See you guys in the next one.